Do we have brilliant white leaders?
There's a couple of guys standing up. There's a couple of youngsters that I see that intrigue me.
Sure.
Do I know them well
on
enough?
social media or politics?
No, just in general in politics. I think what you want to do is you want to look in communities and you want to look in businesses. Forget about politics. I'm tired of politics, Penwell. It doesn't work.
Sure.
What's going on in the world? These two stories. Yeah. What's going on over here? That's what we want to know. We all know something's going on over here. We're all listening to this and dancing to this. Your show spends a lot of time on this. And understandably, because that's what's relevant, but it's not. It's over here. It's what's happening on the left. What's happening in that space? Who's chasing what? This refugee story. Really, guys, is that really the story? Is that really what we're watching, or is there a different play on? What's the play? Why is America interested in us?
Why is America interested in us?
What's going on?
America interested in Afrikaners?
Well, they're making this whole story. There's a whole story. It's gone global. Yeah. What's going on? Is there possibly something else that could be going on, Penwell?
Hit us with some theories.
Well, where's Mr. Trump at? What's he doing in the world? He's sowing a bit of division and derision. You've got...
You reckon that's what he's doing, is trying to fragment parts of the world so that America can try and dominate? Because the only way they can maybe become great again is to get the world to fragment.
Why wouldn't it? Maybe. It's an option, right? Who's fighting over... What is South Africa in the world? Where does it sit? For me, it's the most strategic, and it's not for me. I was taught that. Strategically,
in terms of location,
critical part of the world. Yeah? What's going on? Why are we, China, Russia, America,
fixated
on us? What are they after? What are they looking at? What are we giving up? What are we not looking after? What are we not protecting? So we don't give... You asked an interesting question about these communities that... tribes that don't give up their space. Who does? No one gives away anything. It's not our nature as humans. We'll share. People are tremendously charitable if they know there's a problem and they kind of like what they're doing, if it makes sense to them. But in business, that's not business, Penwell. Business doesn't work like that. You talked about ruthless capitalism before, right? Capitalism is ruthless. It's not, don't sugarcoat it. It's not ever going to be anything else. But in that space, on that plane, it's like rugby's hard, right? You could break your neck. You could die. But the best players rise above. They take that challenge and their talent and they play their socks off. And hopefully there's no politics stopping them from getting to the Premier League, to the top of the table. I don't know if that's a bad analogy, but the only way we're going to share is by incubating and incentivizing. So recognizing people and leaders and businesses that are at grassroots, that can make a difference, and growing them without taking equity in them, incentivizing the guys that help build that so that they get better. Why is everything punitive in this country? Why must you first get shired before you can move forward? Why do we not turn it around and make it incentivize growth? Our BEE program is critical, affirmative action, critical, right? People will tell you 30 years, apartheid and economic privilege is a lot older than apartheid, right? And it's tribalism to a large degree. But there's these programs being put in place, but are they really building people and economies? No. I mean, they benefit a few. They're taxes, they're punitive. You're getting handled on it. It's hardly any kind of... I like organics. I mean, I take a lot of my inspiration in the world or in business or whatever from the natural world, because I think we've got so far away from that as humans, right?
Correct.
And I think the laws of nature are pretty harsh. And really, when we wipe the out of our eyes, nature, we're fighting over a piece of land, we're fighting over a piece of food on that land, whatever, and a tsunami comes through and it's over, right? We're rebuilding, we're rethinking everything. Yeah, we kind of get lost in our own politics.